50 bucks for all the cars, and this one is just 50 bucks by itself. Just this one.
In this video, I will be providing an analysis, a breakdown, a reaction, whatever you want to call it, to Gary V's Trash Talk episode 2. I will talk about the good, I will talk about the bad, and of course, I will talk about the bolos. Gary and his crew goes around to garage sales, yard sales, looking for stuff to buy for low and then resell for a profit on eBay. I do resell full-time online. My name is Shagan. Let's get into it.
When you find treasure at the yard sale, I'm gonna resell it.
7:45 in the morning, episode 2 of Trash Talk.
If it's 7:45 in the morning and you're just now heading out to go garage selling, then you are late.
You're late, 10 minutes.
But I was right outside the door.
Outside is not inside, 20 minutes.
But that's...
Would you like to try for 30 minutes?
If you're trying to go to a garage sale that is scheduled at 8 a.m., then you need to be there by 7:15, maybe 7:30. Depending on your town, you might have a lot of competition. And if it's a Saturday or if it's a Sunday, then you're going to have a lot of weekend warriors out. What you can do is even take it a step further. You can message the host and ask them if there's any type of early bird thing going on where you can come by the night before, or you can ask them what's the earliest you can come by in the morning.
Retail arbitrage, like literally going to Marshall's or Five Below or Dollar Store or Target or outlets or clearance aisles, is an incredible way to make flip dollars. When I talk 50 to 100,000, I really believe it, but it's gonna need scale. Whereas my thing with garage sales and yard sales, and specifically town-wide sales, I think you can make, 100 to 1,000 a week.
I agree with this. You can make some decent money going around to these stores, but in general, your average cost of goods will be higher than what you will spend at yard sales, thrift stores, or the flea market. And also, don't forget about online arbitrage. You can go to these same stores and buy stuff at just a mouse click away.
Worst start to Trash Talk ever. Not only is it an accident, it's raining like crazy. This sucks. No, I lost it. Mother Nature is destroying my face.
If it's raining outside, that is not always a bad thing. Yeah, you're gonna have some people that will straight up cancel the sale, but there's some people that's doing a moving sale or an estate sale, and they cannot wait until the next weekend and hope for better weather. Rain means less buyers will be out. Maybe they don't want to drive in it. Maybe they don't want to get their hair wet. Maybe it's cloudy outside and they're a little down and they don't want to go outside. Either way, less people equals less competition. Less competition means more potential deals for you.
Garage sale number 1. Not fun. Let's see what's up here. How much you want for Papa Smurf?
$1.
Thank you so much. I'll take this. Well, thank you so much. All right, so what you never is, we thought it was gonna be terrible. Literally this box of Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels could be monster. $1 Papa Smurf. Smurf it up. Let's go, Ty Guy. Trash Talk, quick scores. Papa Smurf with tag. Papa Smurf always sells.
I don't know about that. There's 495 active listings on eBay right now, and only 68 sold within the last 90 days.
To figure out the sell-through rate for this Papa Smurf, I'm going to take the number of units sold divided by the amount listed and then multiply that by 100, which comes out to 13.73%. I'll round up and just say even 14% of these Papa Smurfs will sell within 90 days. If I take the 68 divided by 90, 68 sold in 90 days, it comes out to 0.75. I'll round up and say an even 1. So 1 Papa Smurf will sell every day. And don't forget, there's 495 of these currently listed.
Here we go. I mean, it's pouring now.
What are you looking for?
Video games, coffee mugs. How much is this Ticket to Ride Europe game?
How about $3?
Ugh, no. Would you do $1 for that Ticket to Ride?
No. Maybe $2?
All right, let's do 2. That's fair. All right. Sold. 20, 35, 27, 21, 40.
$2.
23 bucks. 12, 23, 30. All day.
With this board game, I'm not sure if it was new or if it was used. Since he didn't say it was new, I'm just going to assume that this was used. When you are buying used board games, you just gotta be careful. You need to calculate how long it's going to take you to count all those pieces to see if the game is complete.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And of course, if it's not complete, you won't be able to get top dollar for it. You also need to keep in mind the shipping. If it's a weird shaped box or if it's a large box, it might be $15, $20 or even more to ship this to the customer, depending on where you are and where it's going in the country. Mugs are good. They're collectibles, and of course, lots of people drink tea and coffee, and you can normally get these pretty cheap, 50 cents, $1, maybe $2. Just keep in mind that these are very fragile.
Agile. It must be Italian.
Take your time packing this because you want the customer to be happy when they receive the item.
This one's all-time bad. Take a look at it. Show it. As bad as it gets, folks. That's as bad as it gets. All right, I think we should possibly go to Madison, let this rain. It's gonna take us an hour to get there, you know?
Gary and his crew started in one town and then they drove an hour to go to the next town. Sometimes this is what you have to do in order to have a decent day. Other times you might go out and you might strike gold in the first sale or two, but more often than not, you might have to go to 5, 10, 20 sales to have a decent day.
Everything is $2 each.
$2 each.
Stuffed animals and beanie babies and stuff like that.
Okay.
When you're out in the wild and you see these type of players with the remotes, if you can get them cheap enough, you should pick these up. That means tape players, DVD recorders, 5-disc DVD players, VCRs, CD players, and others. If it's in decent condition and you can get it within a $3 to $5 price range with the remote, then it's a good buy. Say you bring it home, you test it, and it works, then you're probably looking at a minimum profit of $20 to $30 after fees and shipping, depending on the type of unit. If it doesn't work, you can most likely resell the remote by itself to recover your initial $3 to $5 investment. So, best case scenario, you're looking at $20 to $30 in profit minimum. Worst case scenario, after fees and shipping from the remote, you break even. You cannot lose in this situation, and that sounds like a good deal.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, it's all Olympic pins.
That's really cool.
You see, I had them on sale for $1 a piece. 25.
I would do it for 20.
They're not doing me any good. You got it for 20.
Thank you, brother.
Now, let me tell you about that pin.
Which one? Oh, this one.
Right there.
Okay.
That is specially made for Calgary
Yes.
and the Calgary Olympics. It's a large pin. It can go anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks.
Really?
$70. Yeah.
All right, guys, we struck again. This is insane. I just bought a ton of Olympic pins. He wanted $1 a piece. I got the whole collection for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 40, 41 pins on the first thing. He wanted $1 a piece. I paid 20 for the whole thing. And boom. And boom. I don't even want to.
Oh my goodness.
And boom. And boom. Guys, the pins update is ridiculous. It's either $100 in one shot, like even $200, by the way, because at $1 a pop. There's how many pins?
245 for like 125.
245 pins on if everything fails, it's $200 for that $20 buy. It can go for $500 if I stretch it out. Ridiculousness. I haven't even looked up the Coca-Cola ones that are rare. Crazy town today, crazy town.
I agree with everything he said here. If someone has a cash flow issue,
I can't eat. I'm broke.
selling these off for $100 to $200 fast might be the best move for that person. But if someone has more time, they can make a lot more money selling these off individually.
This one feels rugged.
I can't tell if these go to Ultimate Frisbee or if they go to Frisbee Golf, but some of these older vintage Frisbees can be worth a little bit. Since there's so many of them, they probably go to a Frisbee Golf set. And if you have a few of these, or if you have a complete set, then you can make even more money reselling them.
I'll go over some of his final numbers of how he did the garage sale in just a minute, but I want to respond to some of these comments that were in his original video that I thought were pretty interesting. Gary, can you please show us more of the app, how to put it up, and how to sell it as fast as possible? I know it depends on what it is, but can you show us more of the process of the actual selling? To enter this, I'm going to show you guys a quick, basic way for beginners to create a listing on eBay. Lots of different ways to do this. This is just a very simple way to start. To start with, you just need a nice, clean surface to put this on and some decent lighting. What I'm going to talk about is the game Batman because, I mean, everybody likes Batman.
I'm Batman.
Once you're in the eBay app, you're going to open up the picture icon and we're going to scan the UPC on the back of this. So you can just scan it. You can also do a picture. And here is just going to show all the active listings. But what we're going to do is go to filter and we're going to check the sold listings. I'm going to go down and hit show more and I'm looking for sold and completed listings. I'm looking for a title that is similar to mine, one that is complete with the manual, and I'm just going to find it. I look at the price and just click it. And from there on the bottom, it says sell one like this, and you click that. You can use your app within your phone to take the pictures, or you can use the eBay app. I like to use the eBay app to just save a little bit of time. And to set these pictures up, the first picture, you want it to be clear and show everything that you have. So with this, I'm going to take out the manual and I'm going to take out the game and just show that it's complete. You're going to want to adjust your camera so that way it just shows everything and it looks nice and organized. I usually take a few pictures. I take a picture of the back also so the collector or the buyer, they can see the condition of it. And sometimes I take a picture or a few pictures of the disc. Even though it's working and I'm telling them that it works, sometimes they just like to see the disc condition. So after you have your pictures loaded, you can look at the title. I'm not going to do anything to the title since it's already good to go. For item specifics, I'm going to set the condition to good. You have a few options there. So whichever one applies to whatever you're selling, just hit that. Next up is the description. I'm not going to change anything with the description because it looks good as is. Next to the last part is the price. I'm going to set this at a price that is similar to the competition. Try to stay away from auctions. And I'm going to have the shipping just built in here, and I'm just going to set it on free shipping once we get to that part. The shipping is just going to be free, or free in quotations, because I already have the shipping price built in. You can adjust with returns and also your shipping time here. I recommend maybe 2 days, 1 day, depending on your schedule. And once you have that in, then you're all done. You just hit list your item.
This is the last comment. They said, we don't have garage sales in the UK and the vintage sellers use eBay to price their products. So it's quite hard to arbitrage here, especially in London. But in the UK, they have car boot sales. So those are all over and they happen on the weekends. It's basically like a giant flea market, except the prices are like yard sales and garage sales. So you might have to travel a little bit. I know someone in Leeds that's doing well. I know someone in Manchester that's also doing well. When looking up items on eBay, you have to be careful not to overshoot the value of the item. Any Joe Smo can put up any item and ask any minimum price. Ask anybody that sells on eBay regularly and they will tell you story after story of someone buying something and then never paying for it. You need to look at completed and sold listings. If you're interested in making money online,
A man provides.
or if you found some value in this video, or if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you haven't already, please give this a like. It really helps the channel out. And I'm curious to know, how long have you been following Garyv? Or if you're hearing about him for the first time now, please let me know. Either way, write it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this all the way to the end. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next video.